What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Beloved City here, back with another video. But before I get started, I have to shout somebody out who hit my Cash App earlier this morning. I'm not gonna say your full name here, but I'll just say shout out to Dawson J. He sent me a Cash App earlier today. He said for the keep up the good vids. Thank you so much, sir. I really do appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. You're greatly appreciated for supporting the channel, man. Thank you a million times. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you doing that, man. Thank you so much. And with that being said, I wanted to talk about these No Kings protests that happened over the weekend. And it was absolute madness, as I predicted. And they got a whole lot of nothing done. And I want to show you these clips of some, No Kings protests that happened around the country and some people just giving their thoughts on it. So with that being said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more videos so you do not miss any good content. With that being said, let's go.
Your outfit.
You're from who?
Tampa Weekly.
Never heard of you.
We're a media company in Tampa. We're just trying to interview people, figure out the vibe of today, what problems need to be
I'm
solved.
not trusting your vibes.
What do you mean?
What do you think what I mean?
If we liked your costume, we just want to ask
sure
you
you
what's going
do?
on. We do. Is this a Halloween outfit, or what is the premise behind it?
You look like Charlie Kirk fan. Get away from me.
You're an angry person, aren't you?
Always.
You always are angry?
Yeah.
Why?
Because gingers make me do it.
You're ginger.
I am. You look like my dad. Gargle dicks all the time.
I do
You
not.
look like you got a dick in your mouth.
I'm straight.
Because he looks like you got two stuck in your cheeks. Or do you just got one nut? Half sack. Half sack?
Do you live in Tampa?
Maybe I fucking don't. Who fucking knows?
Were you paid to be here?
Do I fucking look like I fucking get paid? Why would someone pay someone
I don't judge.
for a free... Get the...
I'll give you my insight.
I would love your insight. Yeah.
A lot of people are very upset with the material conditions that they have. Things are not being improved. They feel their money's worth less. They go to the store. Things are more expensive, especially young people. We can't buy a house. We can't get a loan for the house because the interest rate's so high. Meanwhile, we're dealing with tariffs. We're dealing with free speech violations. And we're seeing people get their human dignity stripped away. Even if they say they're an illegal immigrant, you don't need to put them in chains to put them on a military plane. So we're seeing all this. And people are saying, this isn't right. We need to do something about it.
What's the main shift that you think needs to happen now? Step number one, what needs to occur?
A stronger Democratic Party, a more vocal Democratic Party.
Okay. Like, do you think Gavin Newsom or Kamala Harris is the answer to these questions, or no?
No.
Okay. A
No.
stronger Democratic candidate.
Somebody in the mold of Bernie Sanders, but young enough to carry that flag for generations to come.
We appreciate.
Okay, this guy right here, he actually seems like he has a little bit of sense. Now, even though I didn't agree with everything he said, he actually understands that the Democratic Party needs a shift, and it absolutely does. But this woman here in the Statue of Liberty costume, I think she's a paid actress. Excuse me. And she she clearly didn't want to answer his questions because she is giving this dude an attitude for just asking very simple questions. And all she had to do was be like, listen, I really don't want to be interviewed, and I'd appreciate it if we just end this right here. She could have just said that, and I'm sure he would have just left her alone. But her goofy ass had to just be a over-emotional piece of shit that can't even answer a simple question. And she could have ended this whole thing just being like, hey, I don't want to be interviewed, but nah, she wants to be extra dramatic. Oh, man, that is absolutely insane.
The No Kings protest predominantly consisted of white Democrats because for the first time in a long time, Democrats are likely going to have to face the consequences of their weak on crime policies and their ridiculous education policies. They are deathly afraid that the Trump administration is going to expose them for the grifters that they are, as they have tried to impose failing policies concentrated in our predominantly black communities. And that's why the black people are not signing on board, because they are actually saying, wait, common sense policies are actually good for our communities. And I kind of like the fact that my kids can go out and walk, in the twilight hours and not worry about dodging bullets. Who said that? Who said? Show yourself.
Check on how peaceful the No Kings protest were, shall we? This is peaceful, actually. It's a giant group of elderly, melanated, challenged people standing there, protesting. They keep holding up their signs because, you know, a fascist dictator would allow you to congregate in his honor, protesting him. So that's just one part. Let's see if we can find a little younger crowd, shall we? Thank you, April. Wow. Teaching them young, huh? That political violence is okay. Give the kid a high five. Anyone else? Anyone else want to take a stab? Anyone else? Wow. Good question. Why is he giving a Nazi salute? Wow. Always the eyes. Get out of my yard! Get out of my yard! All right, so we went from the geriatric, melanated, challenged people to a young lad literally taking a stab at a piñata. That was President Trump. You see, I have a big problem with teaching your children how to hate, okay? And teaching them that political violence is okay. That's not conservatives doing that, by the way. It's really bothersome to me that these people would not only bring their children, but several people brought their grandchildren as well. I got to see children holding up signs. They had no clue what any of it meant. And how could you rob these children of having a happy, healthy childhood where they're hanging out with their friends or doing something fun? No, you're going to drag them to a protest? Wow. I don't know whose child that was who, poked he was going at it. Like, it wasn't just like a poke. He was swinging that thing. I don't know. You guys, it's quite worrisome where the left is constantly claiming that they are the party of love and tolerance and inclusivity. However, what the hell do you call that?
Yeah, I call that the complete opposite. The complete opposite. Like I said in previous videos, I do not want to hear how tolerant the quote-unquote left is anymore. Because they've been anything but that. They have shown the whole world in countless videos I have seen ever since Donald Trump became president again. It's like they just do. I don't know why they have this deranged hatred for this man. It's one thing to just simply not like him and not agree with his policies. That's fine. I have no beef with that. But like we just saw, look, this right here, this is insanity. Because imagine if right-wingers were doing that with a dummy of Joe Biden or a dummy of Kamala Harris. Oh my goodness. They would never talk about, oh my God, that's so racist. They're stabbing a dummy of Kamala Harris. We hear that all day. It would be all over CNN. Don Lemonhead would talk about that shit for about a month. Because he's having psychological orgasms. Because he's like, see, racism is still alive and well. It's still a major problem. Oh, boy. Like, I just can't with these people. There is something without a shadow of a doubt wrong with them. And it's like, we're the ones that are delusional. Us normal folk are delusional for pointing this out. Man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm just wondering, like, where's all the young?
I work for the Board of Elections, and that's all you see.
Why is that? Where's all the young people? I counter-protested a couple weeks ago. There was one of that rat person, Charlie Kirk. I went and counter-protested there, and everyone there was so young. They were so young, a lot of beautiful people. And then I come here, and I went to another ones, and everyone's just old.
Don't say that like
Why is that?
Don't
I'm
make
just,
that face when you
well, I'm just wondering why is it all the old people are at these and all the young, beautiful people are at his? Why is that?
He did better, whatever.
He did better. We got to figure out what he was doing.
Well, the way he did everything on the internet and, you know.
So we got to get on. Oh, so we got to get on the internet.
We got to get on social media.
Okay, so
Democrats have always been lackluster.
lackluster on the social medias. I'm gonna start an account today and tell more attractive people to come to these.
Well, you don't need to
We need better looking women at these. Not that, of course, you women are beautiful. Not you guys. You guys are beautiful.
Man. That's another thing I've noticed at a lot of these No Kings protests. Most of the people there are not young. Excuse me. A lot of them are very much older, mostly in the boomer generation. Hardly see any older Gen X or young Gen X, millennials, excuse me, or Gen Z, you know what I'm saying? It's just mostly old boomers that have a problem or want to protest. Even before the No Kings, like a couple of days before that here in Memphis, I see a group of they're all seniors protesting Donald Trump pre-No Kings Day. I'm sitting here like, I guess they have nothing else better to do while the rest of us who still have to go to work every day, you know? I find it very, very odd. I'm glad they pointed this out, man.
Unite to protect us, just in case universities try to teach us, just in case protesters try to show up and remind us of who we are. They go after step 8 and try to break civil society because they're preparing us for step 9.
Hey, there was one black guy like back there.
There are 10 steps to protecting our patriots. There are 10 steps to protecting our democracy. There are 10 steps to protecting our right. Unite to protect.
Now that I think about it, the first No Kings protest, because this is the second one, I don't remember there being a lot of black people out there. I remember a lot of black people making videos saying how they weren't even going to support this. I'm serious. There was a lot of black people out here that are saying, you know what, I'm not fucking with this No Kings crap because it's not going to do anything. It didn't do anything the first time, so they think the second time around it's really going to do something. Absolutely not.
I want to try to explain why we say that the No Kings protest is meaningless without offending anyone. First of all, there are no coherent demands. Every meaningful protest has a specific set of demands. The whole point of No Kings seems to be to tell Trump that we don't approve of what he's doing. He knows that. He knows he has an abysmal approval rating. He does not give a fuck. Secondly, it's not really a peaceful protest. It is a rally. All peaceful protests have a level of civil disobedience. You find a way to disrupt government or industry. But when you're pulling permits and walking on the prescribed route, you aren't disrupting anything. There's no good trouble without the trouble. And lastly, as others have mentioned, if you are signing up for a protest, they are collecting data on you. I'm not telling you don't go out. Go out there. If you need to see that other people feel the same way that you feel, go out there and be empowered. But it's not a meaningful protest.
It wasn't the first time. It definitely isn't the second time around, if I'm just being honest.
Protesting today.
It's not funny.
No, I'm serious. What are you guys out here protesting today?
Seriously, it's not funny. None of it's funny. It's not funny. Everything that's going on right now is not amusing. It's our government. We're the people. It's our Constitution. We're here to fight for our democracy.
I respect that. I'm just trying to get educated. I didn't know you guys were out here protesting today.
Well, do you read any signs here?
I mean, I do.
What's not to understand?
I don't know what that means.
People should not be afraid of their government. The government should not be afraid of the people. They're eating the check. They're eating the balances. We have three prongs of government: the Congress, the Justice, and the Executive Branch. Three branches on the tree. 3 branches on the tree.
3 branches. What's your dog's name?
Rocco.
Rocco. Hey, Rocco.
It's not a party. It's not funny.
I didn't think it was funny, but you're wearing a clown outfit, so I thought it was kind of funny. I thought I was supposed to laugh. You were wearing a clown outfit.
Yo. The first thing she says is it's not funny. Oh my God. That ending, oh my God, that shit was hilarious.
This No Kings protest is nothing but a damn joke. That's what it is. They don't even know what they're protesting about. All they know is that they're protesting against Trump because he's in office. That's it. And they know Trump is about this country. He's about America. He's about the people of America. He's about upholding the Constitution, just like any other president of any country would do. See, he's not doing anything wrong. We should have a leader that cares about the people and cares about this country, just like every other country has. But for so long, especially under Obama, that's when the Democratic Party was hijacked by socialists, communists, and Marxists. And they're there to tear down the laws of this country. They want to tear down the Constitution. They want to tear down the value system of America. And they want to tear down the American people who love America and love being here in America. And also the patriarchal family. That's what they're doing. That's the gist of all of this protest, from BLM on up to this No Kings protest. It can't be about deportation. Why? Because they know that Obama was the deport king. That's what he was. He deported more people, millions and millions more people than Trump. Trump only has deported maybe under 100,000 people. And they're doing all of this. And at the end of them finishing this protest that they have, they're still going to get deported. Why? Because it is the constitutional law of the land. But this is put on by globalists, like I keep saying. It is put on by people that want to change the system here in America. Please don't get yourselves out there involved in all of this No King protest. Happy birthday to President Trump and everything. And y'all just stay safe out there. All right.
Hey, amen to that. Amen to that. Listen, all this No Kings protest is just absolute nonsense. It's done nothing the first time around, and the second time around, still nothing. Because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And these are people who dress like absolute clowns, for lack of a better term, to try to protest Trump. Now, I support their right to protest. That'll never change. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem is what they're protesting and what's the end goal. Because it seems like these people are just protesting just to protest, if you ask me. But who knows? There might be a No Kings 3 at the top of the 2026. And if there is, there'll just be more idiots for me to react to. And you better believe I will do a video on that if there's a No Kings Part 3. And with that being said, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget to hit the link in my description so you can go to my link tree and support me on other social media platforms, as well as support me directly via Cash App or PayPal. And if you choose to do so, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And for that, like I did earlier in the video, I will shout you out in my next video for sending me a donation just to show my gratitude. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't be a knucklehead out here. Don't get caught up in this No Kings nonsense, because that's all it is. Check on your loved ones. Be safe out there and have a good one. Peace.